Yeah.
And great intimacy would have to exist amongst the different women in order to appropriate their male.
Well, you've got marriage being between one person and another person, but if you marry more than one person, that's not legal.
Well, Mitt
this
Romney
time.
derived from that sort of Mormon background, you know, and the Mormons had plural marriage. They still do in
Well,
parts of Arizona and Utah. The
They
National
do, but
Geographic
I don't think
had
it's
a big,
legal.
well, the National Geographic had a big special
I know.
issue
I
on
saw
that.
it.
And that stretches the boundaries a little bit more, you
Yeah.
know, and I think it's very interesting how we change as a people and what the social ramifications are. And you and I are really old-fashioned in so many ways.
We
Number
are?
one, yeah, we still like books,
That's true.
and we prefer books over mechanical devices.
Yeah, Kindles and such. They've got
And
a lot of different names now for the things, but you just
it's-
look at it and you go like this and it turns the pages.
Yeah, and I don't
But
have a
I
problem
don't know.
with that for other people, but for me,
How do
I
you
like
prop that on
holding
your-
a book. You know?
I mean, if you take a Kindle to the beach, for instance, wouldn't you worry about getting sand in it and it would get all spoiled? I
You'd
mean,
have a
you
sandy
can take,
Kindle.
You can take a book to the beach,
Yeah,
but I would hesitate to take a machine like that little machine to the beach. You'd be afraid something would happen to it.
and then what happens if a sun flare hits the satellite
Ah,
and the satellites are sort of out for a couple of months and
Yeah.
your Kindle machine becomes a bookend,
right.
you know?
And the end of the Kindle machine.
The end of the Kindle machine becomes a bookend. But all of these big technological changes are happening and people are adapting and people are changing, and I just hope that intimacy remains and that two people of any gender base can be allowed to live and share and love.
Well, it says that cohabitation is up.
Yes, I know cohabitation is up, but there are issues that cohabitation does not adhere to, like filing joint taxes, like seeing someone in a hospital room if it isn't your husband or your wife. You know,
Yeah.
laws, basic
Right.
laws that inhibit
Well, that's true.
inhibit
There are those
people
things.
from sharing their lives together and not adhering to the state. And I think that's crummy, you know. It's worse, of course, in China and other countries where you're told how many kids you
it's
can
at one
have.
level. I mean, if just anybody could come see you in the hospital, maybe that wouldn't be such a good thing, you know.
Well, I don't think it's just anyone compared to the man or woman you live with for the
I
last
know, but I
5
mean, there
years.
has to be some way to identify that. I don't know, honey.
I just think
I
it's-
want to go back and
You wanna
talk
go back?
about. No, I want to go back and talk about what else you want me to fix you, because that's something that's been very much on my mind.
Oh,
What else would you like me to fix you?
iced tea.
You can make iced tea.
Oh, not like you do. You make the best
No,
iced tea.
no, no, no.
And we get a 5-gallon container and we stand it over on the side of the kitchen counter, and then I want some iced tea, I do this, and we
Oh,
need...
but it won't. But it could go bad
It
that
won't
way.
go bad. No, it'd be very fresh. and
It would have
very
to be
nice.
kept cold, or it'll
Okay.
be. It won't. It'll decay.
Well, you
It'll
asked-
get
okay.
moldy. You don't want moldy tea.
I've never seen moldy tea in my
Well,
life.
that's because I always keep it in the refrigerator. But if I have to have a 5-gallon can, I can't keep it in the refrigerator, and it will get moldy.
Moldy tea.
And I would be fearful that you would have moldy tea.
No, we can't do that.
No.
Could you just call your friends and say, pick Steven up and take him out to dinner?
Well, I can
Or,
do that.
or
but,
viewers.
but, darling-
Viewers like you.
but darling, I don't think
It's
we
fair.
have enough meals in Friends to sustain you. Therefore, I shall make things for you ahead.
Okay, bacon and eggs.
Can't make bacon and eggs ahead.
Because you can.
No.
Why not?
Wouldn't be hot.
And then you
Wouldn't
freeze
be
them and I
warm.
throw them in the oven. And
Ew.
No, you don't like that.
No, it's a terrible idea.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Gosh. Terrible idea. How about pancakes? frozen pancakes?
Well, yeah, I could make frozen pancakes.
Well, they're getting...
I mean, I could make pancakes and freeze them. Then you could warm them up in the toaster oven. They aren't quite as good as when they're fresh, but
That means I have to use the toaster oven?
yes.
That means crumbs accumulate on the little tray.
Are you going to remember to brush off the little tray when you...
I was planning on not having to use the toaster oven.
Well, how will you eat your pancakes then?
Well, we're going to forget about pancakes. I was thinking of from the fridge to the pot to the stomach, and just sit down with the pot.
Well, then
With
what do you
with a
want
spoon.
besides beef stew?
Well, rice pudding would be...
Well, you don't even have to heat that up.
Right, I know. That's really, I could do beef stew and rice pudding for a week. I think it would be lovely.
We're talking
I'll
10
lose some.
days here.
And the instant oatmeal, I can...
I know,
I'm
but
going to
that's
do
still
that.
not. I mean, we're thinking, you know, you've got 3 meals a day. How many meals in 10 days? 30 meals?
30 meals. Well, mugu gai pan would be very nice. You make the best mugu gai pan this side of Singapore.
I do.
And
I've never made it in my life.
of course you have.
No, I haven't.
Oh yes, you go
No,
to
I
moo and you get the goo and you get the guy and you throw it in a pan and you have mugu gai pan. No, okay, we won't go there. Okay.
No.
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 No mugu gai pan.
No mugu gai pan.
Okay. Okay. Well, burgers are always
You could
nice.
go down the street to Little Tomaine.
Little Tomaine, yes. No, I don't want to go to Little Tomaine. I want your mugu or nobody's mugu. See, we're married. We can talk this way, and it's really okay. If we were single and we were cohabitating together,
What? How would it be different?
oh, you'd lay a couple $100 on me and say, "Here, go out and eat."
I would.
Yes, you're generous,
I am.
Aren't you generous that way? Of course you are.
Well,
Your
I
generosity
would be
is...
if I had it
Well, you mean...
to be generous with.
I mean, you're very generous.
I'm very generous,
Even
but
though you won't make me mugu gai pan, you're still very, very generous. You know, and I'd like a claret sauce for the rice pudding, if that would
a
be
claret sauce.
possible. For the rice pudding, yes.
You want me to go out and buy claret to make you a sauce?
Well, a mock claret sauce. I mean,
How can you make a mock claret sauce? Well, then you have to have mock claret.
mock claret? Yes, they sell it down at the
No,
supermarket.
they don't.
Yeah, they have mock bourbon. They have mock claret. All of these good things. You're asking me what I would like out of the clear blue, and I'm trying to tell you, and you seem to discard my suggestions.
Well,
I said bacon and eggs, the most stable, basic meal anybody could have, and you frowned
You can
at that.
actually make that yourself, because I know you can.
I can make 10, 30 meals myself, but I'm glad you're on hand. All I need to sustain your being away.
Maybe you'd like some corn chowder.
That'd be good. There's a can opener. If I have a can opener, then I
Hot
go...
dogs you can make.
Hot dogs, yeah, I can make those. That would be good. I'm fine. You're going to be eating a la casalinga.
No, I'm going to
yeah.
be eating
Delicious Italian food.
homemade, mostly vegetarian.
Garlic pudding, that would be nice. You could leave me some garlic pudding.
Garlic pudding?
Yes, raspberry garlic pudding.
Oh,
It's delicious. You don't like garlic pudding.
no.
What's wrong with it?
Well, yes, but not with raspberries. I suppose I could manage to concoct you some kind of a garlic something or other. It would be awfully pungent.
How about a garlic apple frittata?
Ah,
No, you don't. God, I may as well go home.
I could make a garlic and sausage something or other, maybe.
That
If you don't like to have them cut up.
That's okay. You can cut them up. I mean, I just don't want to have to fuss. And then all of a sudden, after living a totally indolent life, there are 2 days left, and I have all this food in the fridge, and you're coming home, and it better be eaten before you get home, or you'll be upset. And
Well, yes.
I know you. See, so it's this emotional slavery kind of thing.
You don't want me to make you any food?
I said rice pudding would be nice.
I know, but you said you weren't going to eat it.
Well, I'll eat the rice pudding and the beef stew. That'll be enough. And the mugu gai pan, of course. Only if you want to. You know, I mean, we owe China so much money. Maybe we could send some of the mugu over. Never mind. It's okay. But I'm expecting to miss you. I usually do when you're gone. It's part of being married. I'd miss you more if we weren't married.
You would?
Oh, probably.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think
Say
marriage.
it isn't so.
You know what I think about marriage? I think, well, at one level, it sounds like a commercial, it takes the worry out of being close. At another
That's
level,
interesting.
people, and we don't, because we're still in love, and we always will be. But people take advantage of each other when they know they've got some sort of legal document keeping everybody in this containment.
You think they take advantage of them?
I think people
No, I don't think it's about that.
What do you think?
I
it is?
think it's about, as children, we have an idea, we are given an idea by our parents and by society as to what marriage constitutes, you know? It constitutes having children, for instance.
Right.
That's almost a given in terms of marriage. But lots of people get married and they don't have children
They have a dog
because they don't want them
They
for
have a
whatever
dog
reason, which
or a
is fine
cat.
with me.
or a bird.
But anyway, but they have ideas like a husband is supposed to do this, a wife is supposed to do that. And that is not part of the cohabitation, whatever, relationship. It's part of a marriage relationship.
Right.
And it's not built on a realistic assessment of what is really, for instance, supposing I was terrible at vacuuming and you were wonderful at it, but I thought I had to do the vacuuming because I was the wife, you know, or you thought I had to do the vacuuming because I was the wife.
I would never.
And the vacuuming was very poorly done as a result.
I would never ask you to do anything that I wouldn't want to do myself. I've said this. And I wouldn't expect you to do anything I wouldn't want to do. And if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. You know, but we're still happy.
Well, what is it you wouldn't want me to do because you don't want to do it?
Clean.
But I like to clean and have it clean because otherwise it builds up negative energy.
Well, you know, that's very true. That's very, very true. And they do have these air machines now that you put in the middle of the room and you plug it in and turn it on and these ions go leaping out and all the dust is gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that.
All the dust disappears.
I think you made that up.
No, and they have...
I think that's wishful thinking.
No, it's Hammock Slimer. And they have robotic vacuum cleaners that will crawl all around and take care of everything. Wow, we have 2 minutes left.
Yes.
That was the fastest.
That was a terribly fast show.
That was much too
Oh, my
fast.
goodness.
You know, it was really,
How did it go
really
so quickly?
quite wonderful. Well, you folks out there, we would love to hear from you, quite seriously, and we'd like you to ask us questions at whatever degree of intimacy you choose, and we'll discuss it on the air. We'll read your letters.
Yep.
We want to make this a little more interactive, not only for the folks here in town, but for all of you out there.
Yes. Send us a note on Facebook.
Right. For instance, an Eskimo couple might, a happily married Eskimo couple might want to speak of the virtue of rubbing noses.
Oh.
That would be something we could do. Now, we kiss each other, which is very, you know.
It's nice. Kiss me, kiss me.
I said kiss you, yes, yes.
I love kisses.
But now, if your name was Makak, I would rub your nose.
You can try it.
Yeah, we rub noses. Now, we'll be
Feels
banned in
good.
Alaska. Sarah Palin won't like that. But, I mean, let's
Feels
do it
good.
again. That's very nice. Don't sneeze, whatever you do. You don't want to sneeze or it's all right now, baby blue. You know? Are you all right?